Welcome back to Under Desk Music Reviews, the only music review show that is under a desk. Today we will be reviewing Overtonight's album, It's Over Tonight. I see what you did there. This is the debut and only album by Overtonight, who is an indie rock and pop rock artist. A few of his songs have been blown up in the underground recently, the main one being his song Mirrors. In this video I'm going to be reviewing the deluxe version of the album, a little cherry on the cake. Yeah, I'm super hyped to get into this album, so let's start the review. First thing I want to talk about on this album is the guitars. I really like the guitars. I just think they're very sweet sounding. I love like the guitar tones. And each of the different songs has like a different riff. So the guitar on this album does not get boring throughout the number of songs, which is an issue a lot of albums struggle with. So it's very good to see that on this album. And I'm pretty sure Overtonight plays the guitar himself, so that's definitely a bonus point. But now on to Overtonight himself's vocals. I do like them generally. He has this like high-pitched voice filter on in the majority of his songs, which I'm not really bothered about. I think it does work most of the time. Lyrics on this album are very depressing. This guy needs help, bro. I don't think there's one happy lyric. And to be honest, I don't mind that for a few songs. After a while, it does get kind of waning. Like, it's fine to have an emotional song, but at some point, he's kind of just saying the same thing over and over again, which makes the lyrical contents of this album kind of weak for me. In terms of the track list, it's very short on the original album. It's 9 songs in 18 minutes. The deluxe version contains 5 extra songs, which I do think works in its favour. A lot of these songs, I think if they were 3 minutes long, I would kind of get bored a little bit. So the fact they're very short and snappy does work in its favour. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the deluxe. Don't think it was that necessary. I think it would have been way better as just like a separate EP. I just don't feel like it adds to the album too well. They do fit the same vibes, so they don't really feel out of place. But I feel like the album was its perfect length and it didn't need changing. However, the songs themselves I've not really got that much of a problem with. I think they're a little bit less good on average than the original album, but I still don't mind them. I'm going to move you on to Edmund the Rock for the best and worst songs on this album. Cheers UTD. My favourite song is Girl I Know, and my least favourite song is Dropout. Thank you, Edmund. So now it's time for my final review of the album. Taking into account the brilliant guitar on this album that I really enjoyed, I can't give this album a low score, like lower than 5. I feel like sometimes the lyrics just drag it down a bit because they're too repetitive. On some songs it works, but on other songs it just comes off as a little bit icky. The vocals on the most part are fine, there's some exceptions that it just doesn't work for me personally. However, on the most part, I've got no complaints. So I am feeling a relatively high score for this album. Under the Desk Music Reviews gives this album 7.4 out of 10. Comment down below what you think about this review. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have any other points you want to say? Please comment. Also, comment any suggestions on what you want to see me rate next. I need ideas really bad. Peace.